started. Welcome to the SWCR Volunteer Training Session. I am Megan Hatcher. I'm the president of the Residence Halls Association and also the chair for volunteer safety and volunteers security, for the SWCR conference staff.
And I'm Hosanna. I'm an RHA NAP senator and the co-chair for volunteer safety and security.
She got it right.
Okay, so what is SWCR? SWCR is an acronym that stands for Southwest Affiliates of College and University Residence Halls.
The SWCR conference is a regional housing conference that delegations from Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mexico attend.
And at this conference, delegations meet to share traits, leadership tactics, and programming ideas with each other, and they take these different things that they learn back to their own organizations, residence halls, and they're able to implement them there. Okay, so some of the SWCR lingo you can see on the slide there is, the first one is Hey SWCR, and that's just a common chant used to get people's attention during the conference. So someone yells Hey SWCR, and then the delegates reply, Hey what?
Something you'll probably hear throughout the weekend is NACUR, which stands for the National Affiliate of College and University Residence Halls. That's the umbrella organization that SWCR is under.
Another word you may hear is RBD, which stands for Regional Board of Directors. And this board is comprised of students who were elected to this position from all over the Southwest region to represent the region.
Something else you'll probably hear and maybe assisting with is boardroom. This is where the business side of the conference takes place. So passing legislation, making amendments to our regional constitution, voting on awards and bids that schools will receive during the conference. There's 3 types of boardrooms. The first one is NCC boardroom, which stands for National Communications Coordinator. And every school that attends the conference has an NCC who sits in and they talk about the legislation, the business side, etc. Then we have the President's Boardroom, which is comprised of all of the Residence Halls Association presidents. So I myself will sit in on that, and we talk about what's going on in our schools. Then we also have the NRHH Boardroom, which is the National Residence Hall Honorary Boardroom. So they talk about what's going on within all of their organizations.
Another thing that occurs during the conference are programming sessions, and these are presentations that are put on by delegates. And before the conference, delegates were encouraged to submit programs that they want to do or have done, and they're just given the opportunity to share these ideas during the conference during programming sessions.
And just more or less for y'all's personal information, the theme for the conference is SWCR Lucky 13. So we're taking a positive spin on a typically unlucky thing. So that's what a lot of our decorations, events are kind of based around. So that's just so y'all know.
Another thing you may see during the conference are crazy costumes. So don't be alarmed. You'll see a lot of creative costumes, but delegates are encouraged to dress up in order to get pumped up for the conference through that.
And kind of tie into the crazy costumes, there's lots of cheering. So it's a very loud and high energy conference. So some of the cheers are kind of cool and they're neat to listen to because everybody kind of brings their best to the conference. So those are really fun.
Okay, so why are you here? Right now we have like over 568 delegates that are registered to attend the conference, and this is an all-time record, so we're pretty excited about that, and we need y'all's help to get it.
So yeah, we're going to need all of y'all to help us put this on. Over 500 people, that's a lot of people. So just making our transitions between events and helping us put on the conference.
Okay, so what might you be doing? One of the things you can do as a volunteer is act as a greeter.
You could be giving directions to the delegates as they're moving around campus.
Or you may also be helping with hospitality in terms of dining or hospitality rooms or the closing banquet.
You could be helping us set up and tear down various things for the different events throughout the weekend.
Or you may be sitting in on programming sessions or boardrooms just to give general assistance.
And also just aiding wherever necessary, just to make sure that everything is running smoothly.
Okay, so the expectations of being a volunteer entail showing up on time for your shifts.
And we ask that you wear your conference t-shirt, which you will receive when you check in.
Also being courteous and knowledgeable about the information that we give to y'all.
And no drug or alcohol use will be tolerated while you're volunteering, which is kind of a given, I assume.
Another important aspect of volunteering is customer service, and we really want to emphasize Disney customer service. So one of the things that goes along with that is if you don't know the answer to a question, ask someone who does.
And we kind of ask that y'all use the no but yes statement. So for instance, you may say, okay, so you can't use this store right here, however, there is one around the corner that you're more than welcome to use. So if you have to give them a negative, try and give them a positive as well.
Always remember to smile.
And try to engage the delegates, so don't make them ask you. So if they're kind of wandering around like, oh, I don't know what's going on or where I am, say, hey, do y'all need some help? Can I help y'all figure something out?
Another thing we ask of y'all is that y'all have high energy and be enthusiastic about the conference. And like as delegates pass you by, just like engage them in conversation and say like, how's your day or how are you doing? Things like that.
And then we ask that y'all help us keep our conference areas neat and tidy. So for instance, if you're working in the programming sessions and there's trash or something left behind, please pick it up so we keep tech looking nice and keep our reputation positive.
Okay, so Texas Tech pride. We all want y'all to have pride for Texas Tech and show that off, but the other side of that is we ask y'all not to demean or devalue any of the delegates that are coming to the conference.
So we have over 30 different schools coming to this conference, so just be mindful that they are coming from all over and they're not all just from Texas.
Okay, check-in. Volunteer check-in will be in the Student Union building across from Copy Mail. That's the headquarters for volunteer check-in.
This is also the main hub for the conference itself.
And you will be contacted prior to the conference with your designated shift times.
And this is also where the Lost and Founds will be located. So if you find something that may have been left by a conference delegate, this is a good place to take it and turn it into.
Safety. One of the numbers you can contact if there is an emergency is the TTUPD number, and that number you have to dial 9 before you dial 911, just like me.
And then we also have the non-emergency phone number, so if it's not something where you need somebody right now, but you do need something to be taken care of, this would be a good number to contact to get to the Tech PD.
Another number that we have for y'all is volunteers is the Google Voice number, and that number is 816-237. You'll see the rest in your packet there. And this is just for y'all to call if y'all have any questions during the conference. That number dials one of our numbers, and we'll just, whoever answers it, calls multiple numbers, and whoever's available to answer it will answer it and respond to your questions.
And for the conference, we're using the Guidebook app. So I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that through your orientation here at Tech. But basically that will have the conference schedule, information about programming sessions, boardrooms, etc. So this would be a good resource for y'all to have in case you are asked questions. You can say, oh, hey, let me pull out the Guidebook app and figure that out for y'all.
Okay, severe weather. So in Lubbock, severe weather is always a possibility, and we just want y'all to be aware of that. And because of this, we would like for y'all to wait for notification from Tech Alert or notification from conference staff before doing anything in those situations.
And then directions will be given to y'all about what actions to take.
Just to give you an example of a situation like that is, say you might have to interrupt a programming session to take conference participants to a location where there's a safe area.
All right. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns?